there's people that you see on social media, they're older than us, they're motivating and positive. But for me, I had a hard time in this community where how are people, we're the ones that have little kids. Like, how do you maximize your time? And then for me,
where's the guy with the full-time job?
Yeah,
Where's the guy with the family and the full-time job?
And then when I started realizing I had to maximize my time better, and the first thing I had to do was cut out like the logistics. So I used to always be one dependent upon, up until COVID, a group workout. So my runs I'm driving 20 minutes to go meet people to run on the boardwalk, then I'm driving home. So now that's an hour and a half or a 40-minute run. Or I'm going to a CrossFit gym, I'm there at 5 a.m. I love being around these people, but that's like an hour and a half. I don't have that time anymore. So I had to create the gym at home. I run from my house out. If I'm biking, I leave from my driveway. I don't put the bike on the truck and go. So I'm cutting out time to make more time. And then it was always just like, oh, you have to work out at 5 a.m. and then you get something at lunch. But now it's like, I'm working from home remote. I got the collar shirt on. I got the workout gear below. Nice. You know, if I get off the video, I go in the garage and then it's before the kids wake up, it's at my lunchtime, or it's after the kids go to bed. And sometimes it's a couple of those a day in order for triathlon stuff.
I was going to say, sometimes it's multiple.
Yeah, family's first, and then the whole triathlon stuff is second. But family is first. And it's been that way, and that's why my wife is accepting of it. And there's only a couple times a year where I'm gone for a weekend because like the Ironman races it's at least a 2 or 3 day thing because you have to check in on Saturday to race on Sunday. And then, this is the first year where I've ever had family or friends come to some of my races. And I always just did it on my own just to do it. And then my dad and my buddy were at an Ironman in June out in Roanoke, Virginia. So the Blue Ridge, it was a hard race. And it was the first time I cramped up on the bike. My calves were messed up halfway through. I wanted to get off the bike and just go get like massaged out and then try to do the run. Like I thought my times were done. Right before we're coming in mile 56, guy crashes in front of me real bad, busts up his bike, kind of like locked me in a little bit. And then as I'm dismounting my bike, my buddy is there just cheering me on. Nice. And I just I forgot that I was supposed to go to the medical tent. Yeah. And then I'm getting my shoes on. My dad and my buddy are like screaming from the fence. And then I'm like, all right, let's just see what happens. And then I ran probably my best run with them there. And I saw them a few times. They're screaming. And it's like, awesome. I didn't know I needed that or wanted that. I've been doing it a couple of years. And that was the first time. And then I did in Atlantic City in September. I asked my wife, you got to come with the 2 girls. And then I saw them on the run and I almost forgot to turn. I almost crashed into them head on full speed. But you're so, and then I finished that race and I was hurting them. I'm getting a massage in the massage tent and my 2 daughters are pulling my shoes off, holding my arms. It was a positive thing for them and for me. And then we get home that day, my daughter wants to run around the block. I'm like, all right, let's go. And it's just, you could see you do stuff and it impacts them.